What a beautiful moment to be with us once again on Temidlalo, your Thursday edition. Last day for the month of June. We'll be ushering into the new year month tomorrow, being July, which means once we meet again, we'll be talking about issues pertaining to sports in the month of July. Hello and welcome, your Thursday edition. A lot of things to talk about. We'll start with the national championships over the weekend. We know that cycling, as one of the sporting codes that is quite active in the Kingdom of Eswatini, they had the national championships, knowing that the both winners from the male categories, they are both under the age of 25. Can you guess? Obviously, top male cyclist by the name of Muzi Shabangu. For the third time in a row, he was the champion. He's still again one of the representatives for the upcoming Commonwealth game. There's a surprise now package that coming from the female cyclist on the day. We talk about her. How did she come the champion on the day? We touch on what happened, the ins and out of the tournament at large. Otherwise, we'll move on and also talk about Olympic Day, Eswatini Olympic Commonwealth Games Association celebrating the 2022 Olympic Day down in Stegi Galang. Look at how beautiful those young, talented kids are learning how to, play rugby. We'll touch on that, getting messages, of course, from the organizers and the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Maxwell Chere. Moving on also, we touch on other activities that took place over the weekend, including a basketball winter tournament that was held at Coronation Park in Babane. What does the tournament means? We've heard the sport that they were quite, not active for the past few months. What has happened now for them to be once again active? And the name of the tournament at large, winter tournament, does it have a significance? We touch on that in the company of our in-house analyst. And of course, for the sixth time, Tech Ball is still on a tour. Over the weekend, they were down at Mangayan. The sport seemed to be, growing to its height, where sport lovers, of course, cannot stop to show their love to the sport. Otherwise, all that is going to be here live on your number one channel, Eswatini TV. Don't go anywhere because different platforms, Eswatini TV platform, talk about YouTube, and wherever you are in the comfort of your seat at home, just to get anything that you want. Don't change the remote, put it aside, because the two winners over the weekend, the winners of the championships, cycling championships, are in the studio. By the name of Muzi Shabangu, he's already branded as his club. Singasho ukuthi under the cycling club, he's with MTN Kemani. In the middle, there is Nonsigelelo Mdlovu, the new female winner that I was talking about that we noticed over the weekend. Ngicela ngivusele wena Shabangu.
Sanivusela balalele ekhaya, sakuvusela na Frapes. Kanti ngiyajabula kubalana namhla ku-invite ukuze do khuluma ngokwendekile the past weekend. So yeah, ngiyajabula kubala.
It's funny how, if I can just tell you that the one in the middle, she looks shorter, but apparently she's older than the other one. But that's a joke. Now, nguvusele Mdlovu.
Sevusela kakhulu ukubukela emakhaya. Nontsikelelo ngwakamlovu and kumnanzi kubalala. Yeah. You
were the winner. Is it still in the board? How overwhelmed are you?
I'm still trying to take it in, but he
first event ever, poof, you're the win.
Not go overwhelming, but God is in control.
All right.
Yeah.
Talking about a bit of background in terms of cycling, Muz, I think your third edition as a winner. We talk about the sport itself. In terms of you as a cyclist, let me not put you on the spot and talk about Utsunanga Kwemiyaga, but you being the champion now for the fourth time, but 3 times in a row. How long has it been so far in your career?
Oh, kuqala gibela bicycle ngaqala gibela it was 2010, but competitive ngaqala 2011. So it was always my dream ukuthi one of the good days ngibe I champion. So yeah, ngaqala, and then because bekunabo sifiso mhlanga ngisese junior ngifuna ukubitha bona, then ngaqala kubabitha, then I aim for the big races, then I start winning, then ngabona ukuthi no, it's possible to be the champion of Swaziland, then ngaqala 2017 to be the champion.
I'll come to you, Mdlovu, but the first edition, utankorita Shabs, nangabe I'm wrong, I remember, was it 2018 when you were the champion? First edition, 2018,
2017.
2017, yes. I remember at Stegi Hotel, it was raining, and I think you had used 2 hours and 20 something minutes. The first question I asked, how are you feeling? And you were like, it's a dream coming true. Is it sinking in now that you're always the champion 3 times in a row?
Yeah, at first angazi ukuthi ngaze le feeling lengayiva because bengacabanga ukuthi ngaze ngibe against ema top cyclists lebeka khona by that time la kaNgwane. So vele kwang encourage kakhulu ukuthi no, anything it's possible. So I then keep on training up until today. I'm still training, aiming for the big races, maybe SA and stuff.
All right. He's one of the cyclists we can rely on when it comes to international competition. Tsig, we talked off record. First competition, boom, you're the champion. And funny enough, you still haven't gone out to represent the country yet, right? No. You haven't. Let's talk about you now, being in the industry. How long so far has it been?
I started cycling last year, February. So
wow.
It should be a year and 4 months, if my
You're
calculations
challenging
are
me. It
right.
means I can also be the champion. All right, okay, it's true.
Training, it's been interesting. I think the most hard training linking abanayo my entire cycling career, let's coming in Cape Town for the high intensity training camp. It was brutal but awesome at the same time because what does it take? So yeah, I think coming back from there and then getting into the championships, I just had to maintain that and train even more. And then it paid off, I think. Yeah.
I'll do the same now to show the viewer that I'm talking to people that I have once met. I touched on him 2018. You remember now, was it early last year? You were under Newcomb Wiz as the club.
Yes.
Under the likes of Mbusimot.
Yes.
Most of your trainings on Saturday are held by Potweni there. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, we do that.
Yes, that's where the first sign that I saw that you have the potential. Now, your first event was outside. Was this past weekend. And bam, you're the champion. You haven't been out in terms of representing the country.
No.
You haven't. It was just the first champion. So now, how is it sinking in the news so far? Since now the career is not yet that open like Muzi. And what is the club assisting you to ensure that growing, going forward, maybe
well, okay, first time we joined the national championships was last year, and I got a 3rd podium finish there. So yeah, this time I'm a first time women national champion, and it feels awesome. And then going forward, I think it's more trainings, and then I also have to invest also. Okay, the club is going to assist me in getting into South African races as well. So, 947, those are the races lingwa imago and yeah. Border to Borders, Fast and the Furious. I'm looking forward to all those races. It's all part of the training. So yeah,
all right, let's get to the main action now. Over the weekend, Saturday, these 2 cyclists were taking center stage over the weekend. Mus, nasibuka stati nathi form. Ibe itsini secret na usuku ngiyakubona nje in blue. I think you are the one who just stood and just left fast. Na usuka most of the time. So you are the champion, maybe secret yak 7 abanye. What's the secret you 70 na usuka la starting point?
Ngicabanga the secret ku starting point it's because ingcumbe bamvu lapho basuke basangakashisi. So vele you have to go as hard as you can, maybe for the first 15 Ks or so, and then maintain your.
You're trying to be hard here.
Maintain your pace. Yes.
Right.
Even though I'm sharing my secret, but it's fine.
Yeah, last bonus screening, you're trying to be warm. Was get there.
Yes, lana bekusesekuqaleni nje, so bengizama ngakho ngisazama ukubreaka. Ngicabanga the gap lana just not even a minute or so. Bekuma seconds. So it's bengisazama lana lokho.
All right. In as much as Begu Eli kakhulu, but in terms of the route, motorists, how were the routes? In terms of, was it proper? Did you have challenges?
The route was proper. Ngen complain. And the motorists, nemaphoyisa bekasita ukuthi sibe safe emgaqweni. So everything was just fine, and I really enjoyed the race, even though it's not my strength, but nje ngizamile ukuthi ngize ngiwine because it's flat and my flats I'm not that good in my flats.
Sige, I will come to you right now. I haven't forgotten it. But when you started a race of this magnitude, the national championships, it ranks you as one of the best in the country, as you can see so far. Is there maybe some faces lesingasho ukuthi na uqala uyabuka ukuthi hayi no lona ungeneka ngibambele inkingi bekuse ngabo Kelly bakhona bo Jele? Do you pick faces to say no lona vele ngiyamsaba at some point ungeneka ngibambele inkingi?
Oh yeah, kuyenteka lokho sometimes but nje okay i-challenge lenginayo mina ukuthi vele ngijima ngefa so
True.
lo vele ngihambe ecaleni it's my thing so kungenda ukuthi ngibe confident about myself ngingabuki even if ukhona i-rider lengiva ngathi today itangibitha the reason that I train alone ngiba confident because no I can do this. Yes.
Sibuka lo mgwaqo la bohlana. The confidence lana it's in. No, sembashile. I'm almost there. Do you put yourself in a driving seat ukuthi vele hayi langa la mina muhle. Na ubuka nje distance lesele na distance lo vele uhambile.
Yeah, kuyenteka lokho ubuke but nje akumele usheshe ucelebrate race ngakaphela. Ucelebrate after the race even if sekusele the last kilometer you celebrate after the race so yes because kunenge lokungendeka during the race, that's yes. 1 kilometer
changes,
yes.
Tsigi, a big tournament of this magnitude, you're part of it, and let's talk about you also from the starting point. Tell us about the feeling when you start off. What kind of secret do you use in most of your time?
Well, for me, ngangicala nje nangicala like starting point. I make sure ukuthi cadence yami iba fast so that storm upon umtimba. And then yeah, if you bita ukuthi ngidonse then ngiyadonsa, but my target for this race was ukuthi ngizame ukuhamba na the former champion Denise because last year actually I with 15 minutes so my personal goal was to cover that time up and then if anything happens so be it God, but that was my target. So I was happy looking ngakhona lokuphuma naye and sahlala. Yeah.
This guy, how much of a motivation is it for you?
He is actually a big one because confidence yake is so there and I aspire to be him vele. Ngathi nangifika mina in the cycling vele he was the top one. So nanyalo lokuthi ngimina eceleni kwakhe and actually be the first lady, he's the first guy. It's amazing. It's overwhelming.
The road, perfect. No challenges you had on
the route. Benkala cyclisha. Flats is not really my strength, but I was pushing. So
where are we here? If maybe you can just give us a quick reminder. Where are you and what's going through your mind? I think they posted it on purpose just to give us.
I was. Yeah, but I think I was finishing the last hill. I just have to push. My legs were burning, but I was pushing. I just had to push. My biggest fear, and I didn't want to be caught, so I had to. I just gave it my all.
And you hear the noise in the background. You're the winner. By the time I say, yeah, go, you can tell.
Yeah, actually, I think after finishing the last hill, that's when I realized, sing tutani. Otherwise, I was gone. I was on my zone in Pedlish, and I just wanted to get it over and done with.
All right, now, there's a lot to talk about, Moose, in terms of national championship. For you, it's the third in a row. Since you started, being a cyclist in the country since 2010. There's a lot at stake for you. In terms of the calendar for you, it's big. You're part of the athletes to represent the kingdom to England in the upcoming Commonwealth Games, and you were there in 2018 in Gold Coast, Australia. So it's your second, a tournament in Commonwealth once again. Where do you think you are compared to 2018? Have you grown? Have you improved? I mean, when you look at your time, your physical strength. The Scats we are at Gold Coast 2018. But comparison with Scats
okay, mangia Gold Coast in 2018. I think I wasn't ready enough to compete against the world best. So nyalo I'm not promising anything, but ngizama konke ukudilungiselela ukuthi ngibe right for the games because my program yaqala last year December, the program for the games, upcoming games. So I think I'm almost there. Yes.
Our roots moves nangibuka lemigwaqo yethu ayi advantage yini na usophumile most of the times yesibona ukuthi sophumile yakuphi kuphi kuyokumelela live lemigwaqo yethu vele la usebenzela khona la ujimela khona akufaka kuli advantage noma vele uva ngazo ukuthi lesinye isikhathi uyathinga ukuthi uphume usebenzele ngaphandle vele khona ukujimela ngaphandle.
Oh, okay. There is one thing lengi noticeile about Swaziland, the terrain ala Kangwane, it's the best.
True.
So Swaziland just will have maybe the best cyclist in the top peloton, maybe Tour de France, because the road we have is so fantastic in terms of Mauchima, Yagnigale, Inema Flats, Ganyugela. So I think it's perfect. Yes.
All right. And see, in terms of you, when I look at, I mean, you've got the club, Newcomers, you've got one of the best cyclists. I'm sure that will encourage you to grow and become your best. How far do you want to take this sport? I mean, you've got the whole career. I mean, look at the roots. Do you also agree that the roots are the best?
Yeah, actually they are. Because, okay, the only experience I can compare it to is the one in Cape Town. Nangbuga, the terrain here, Cape Town is mostly flat. So, Kanda would say maybe about 38 kilometers. Cape Town, I can do like an elevation of 300, if not less. Kanlana 38, I can actually achieve 400 kilometers, I mean 400 meters, even more. So the terrain, they are the flats, they are the hills, it's just well balanced. And then as far as the club and cycling, I'm willing to go with it as far as it can take me, actually. I love the sport. Imnanzi, Denise Roche is inspiring me. I believe I have the best coach. And bang encourage kakhulu. So yeah.
We've got a huge calendar, maybe probably coming up next year. We've got the African Championships, there's Paris 2024. You could be a potential athlete for the country.
That's actually the goal, yes.
That's the goal?
That's the goal.
All right.
So I'll train.
Do you want to change clubs maybe? You know when you play for a club, sometimes you feel like this club is bad. Do you think you can join M10 Command? He said they want to sign you.
I am happy where I am for now. So
are.
If anything, I think it has to go via coach. But for me, I am happy where I am.
All right. Muzi, from you, maybe just one last message. I think kule team le ya England kuma Commonwealth Games. Ngicabanga ukuthi nasikhuluma ngaso Swazi Bolt ngwele captain, but amongst the seniors una na ukhona, because I think you've gone out of the country a couple of times kusimelela. I think you're amongst the seniors. Utele pressure ukuthi namuhla sinyaphuma ushawela. But what can we expect from you this year? Angisho ukuthi utabuya negolide. Nangabe vele that's the plan, it's good. But in terms of your what's your target? Nangabe kuli golide vele buya nalo, it's fine. Angifuna kufaka the pressure. Nangabe kuli golide buya nalo. I can hear people say something in the background. Nangabe golide buya nalo. But apart from me, what was your plan?
Okay, ngicala ngala kuleli ndzaba eligolide njengoba usho sonke siyalifuna eligolide and mina ngibelievela ukuthi anything it's possible. It doesn't matter ukuthi uchamuka kuphi, but anything it's possible. So I'm looking forward to race with the pros, because I think ngizame konke lengakuzama ukuthi ngibe well prepared for the games. So yeah, start once golide litawubuya empathy nje. That's the goal.
Beautiful stuff. That's the team that led us over the weekend. That is the Muzi Shabangwa, top athletes in terms of cycling in the Kingdom of Eswatini. 3 championships medals that he's got in his house. So far 4 actually overall, but 3 in a row. That's Nsigi, the upcoming winner. Mind you, this is one of the athletes I can say I have confidence come next year. She's going once again to take the stage. Nsigi, maybe just to reveal something before we let you go. Anything upcoming for you where we can see maybe on the papers, international exposure, international competition. What's your plan? Do you want to maybe to do something?
For me personally, I'd love to actually have the experience of racing Gakulu in South Africa, just to get that training and go another mindset and the feeling of good racer elite athletes from outside the country as well. So dominating Eswatini, that's the goal, and then also being known and making my name out there as well. That's the goal as well.
All right, to talk about 10th of July, that is in the next, should I say, 11 days. That is the that forever Too Fast and Too Furious. I'm hoping they'll be there. You're going to see them for sure. They'll be fighting to once again to defend and become the champions. So a short break. When we come back with our in-house analyst, we'll wrap up a bit of this cycling issue and also usher you into the new sport of Olympic Day over the weekend after the break.
Pay your TV license quickly and easily with MTN Momo. Simply dial *007 *3 hash and select option 8 for TV license. Enter your national ID number as your reference and the amount you wish to pay. Then enter your PIN to confirm your payment. Once your payment has been made, you'll receive a confirmation SMS of your payment. If you're a first-time payer, you get another SMS for your TV license. So legalize your entertainment from the comfort of your home. Pay your TV license the easy and convenient way with MTN Momo.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Beautiful stuff. We're still with you here at Eswatini TV. This is Temidlalo. So very cool mlangene nguvusele ngosi.
Ngiyakuvuthela Fabrice ngibonge ukumukela ehlelweni lakho bese kuthi ngekethuba lokukhulu ngivusela wena malwel viewers latsanza Temidlalo tonke diphelele eSwatini naleti ngajwayeleki naletjwayelekile thine sibenda ukuthi badade.
Une loyal viewer ngidibane nayo namuhla Gulp petrol station eMbabane. Ithi itabe bukela ukuthi utayivusela yini. He's a loyal viewer mbamba.
Unfortunately, awangitshela igama lakhe.
Andakutshela. Master sibonile over the weekend the championships bayaphuma bomuzi bebala studio nansiki. Now babuka in terms of effort yabo master kulomsebenzi over the weekend. Siyakuphi as a country cycling yakuphi nawubuka ku?
Fabrice, the future is bright. The future is bright, I must say. Likusasa le cycling like Eswatini lichakazile nangabeka kanjalo. La siyakhona eKenane siyalibona yes labaningi labaningi Fabrice nawukhuluma leKenane sathi usi Moses wagcina angafika eKenane kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi the cyclist la khona nyalo ukhuluma ngabo Muzi ukhuluma ngabo Kwanele Jelo ukhuluma ngabo Nsiki he did very well. Siyathi ukuthi kune legend Daniel lo besolo kunguye lo winako but ukhonile Nsiki ukuthi afike acethe leyo dominance kuye Daniels nyalo imuzi nakwanele ngicabanga ukuthi but naye kwanele there are some few things lasathi ngakuthi at the master in fact if you are competing with imuzi target muzi forget about the others just if yena aphuma ahamba mlalela mva kwakhe ukhohlwe ngalala otherwise the future is bright.
The future is bright because the two cyclists, the two guests that were in the studio were not the only people that would say something about how beautiful and how big the event was over the weekend, including the president of the association Zwide Ndwande, also known as Ngumalo, and other cyclists on the day shared the experience of how the day was.
This ride was tough. Having Aeroman in that peloton I was in, it was tough, man. because Roman was working for Kelly and I was alone. I had to work for myself and try to stick behind Kelly and Roman. But overall, I'm happy with my performance, getting a second position.
Quite happy with the turnout because we want to try as much as possible to keep the championship a championship, to keep it the competition at a high level as we've seen today. So we're very happy with performance in our cyclists. We're very happy also with just the attendance and also the results as well that we are seeing.
Beautiful stuff from the president, also congratulating the athletes and everyone who took part to come during the event, to be part of the event. Now moving on, Eswatini Olympic Commonwealth Games Association over the weekend, they commemorated the International Olympic Day. Master, lesingasho ukuthi ilanga kahle kahle beli ngalesithathu evikini eliphelile. Ngalesine, sorry, yes, umhla ka 23, but they decided ukuthi konke kwendeke ngempelasonto over the weekend. Bokhona, and what did you get in terms of movement, how young talented kids also want to be part of Temidlalo event? Buka lesitfombe nje ukutshela everyone, look at how young they are, but they want to be part of it.
Yeah, Fabrice, Olympic Day celebrate khona eStegi on Saturday njoba usho ukuthi bekulanga langa lesine begcweleke kakhulu bantwana la vele khutsata bona bantwana bafaka nje le Olympic spirit kubo labantwana nabo labatsala bebakhona lengicaba ukuthi different events athatha indzawo yabo yabona bo skipping nangayibeka kanjalo yes insiki nje usuka lana is one of uyayithanza kakhulu Maxwell lo gymsa kakhulu i-boxing bekafikile yes nama gymnastics bekafikile afike nema athletes akhe bo volleyball bebakhona. So ngicabanga it was a good day, the kids they enjoyed bamvula batsala nabo they enjoyed including nekufunza irugby just nje ukuthi lo mfana eve feel because Fabrice angishona ukuthi ngengeva umvulo omdzala a lady Lindo uhle kwaMasuku, she was very excited ubamba ilebhola irugby for the first time ever. She's over 30, first time ever bamba ibhola. Imagine that kid yena ayibambele ibhola asesemncane 20 years later uyawutsini. So ngicabanga ukuthi it's a feeling longeke uze uyilibala. I remember after the 1995 World Cup in South Africa lakithi Eswatini, yes, my uncle weta nebhola irugby. Unfortunately bafana basemakhaya besikhahlela nje kuphela because thina besijwayele ibhola etinyawo. But ngicabanga ukuthi the day it was a lovely day. Iweather futhi bebavuma iweather. Look at that because if ukhutseta abantwana ukuthi babethe kudlala ema sports noma ukhutseta abantu more especially the ladies because sihlale sithi basemakhaya abethe to, but this day kube dominator bona kakhulu.
Beautiful stuff. That's bold. So was the bold subsiso matsenja bold being part of the day. Asekhaya.
Yes.
Shothi naye coach digama wasekhaya sevela kaneke. Shothi naye umfana wasekhaya. Wasemakhaya.
Yeah, umfana wasemakhaya.
Ngoba ucala washo ukuthi wena nje umfana wasekhaya, wasemakhaya, uphinzi washo ukuthi bani basemakhaya. Shothi na bold wasemakhaya.
Yeah, wasemakhaya eStegi.
And there's the good actually ucala kuba wasemakhaya.
No, akusiko ucala. Mina I always say ngi-proud ukuba wasemakhaya. So ngicabanga ukuthi njoba sisho Fabrice ukuthi many activities cricket. Look, these basics labawathola kola because akusiko nje ukuthi sithe to jabula kuphela nalama basics uyathola. I-batsman bamfundise nje ukuthi as a batsman how to bat, uyabona naso bambele le cricket bat. Yes, so boxing nayo it was a lovely day. How I wish kungendeka konke lamalanga ngicabanga nje ukuthi in fact this day Fabrice because siyathi sikhona lamanye ama activities including boshukuma but lana kugcwala kakhulu labantwana batot enjoya batofunza ngale ma sports.
Ngicabanga ukuthi master this is the right platform ukuthi utikhethele ukuthi ngisakhula ngitsanza sibhakela noma ngitsanza table tennis noma ngitsanza matubani kuyakunika iplatform nje wena personal ukuthi ndawo landzela ini
itsini inakuza Fabrice bathi umntwana mendise onke lama asesemncane ummendise wende sure ukuthi at least 6 oma sports uyawenda uyakhona ukuthi atichaze kuwo then nasa about 9 10 11 12 so I decide ukuthi sota udlala siphi sport as a professional.
Taking the advice from a coach himself, he has studied that. He knows what it means to give the little information to a young, talented, upcoming star in whatever sporting course. Now, talking to us during the day was the Chief Executive Officer, Maxwell Chel, and some of the participants on how the Olympic Day itself was.
Sports Center sikhona lana sijabulile si National Olympic Committee silana sitekto celebrate Olympic Day ya 2022 lene theme lethi together for a peaceful world. Ngicabanga ukuthi le theme lekhona kulomnyaka lesikuwo i theme lemcoka kakhulu ngalokuthi sitokhumbula lokuthi kuleti inkinga letivelile na ucala lomnyaka tindzaba takubo Ukraine ne Russia lokwenda kwekuthi le theme yalomnyaka vele ibe relevant.
1 year or 2 years down the line ngathi khanza nami sengikhona kuperforma nabo bo Usain Bolt sisengijima bo Berlin wahamba iminyaka ngathi bona sengise Tokyo sengigijima kuma semi-finalist so konke nje ngisho ukuthi la ma celebrate this Olympic Day to me imvo le mnanzi imvo ngijabulelayo because it's part of me. I'm where I am today because of my spirit of Olympism.
Angikaze wakhuluma cricket umdlalo lengawujwayele.
Angiva kumnanzi kakhulu ngalokuthi ingadi into setishumi
wakuhamba ngelinyawo linye sibambisane so sibala sithi 1-1 and bengiyiwina sonke isikhathi.
What a day once again it was indeed. Mas nangmuva vele subsiso matsenjwa vele. Letona ngathi beshintshe vele besemakhaya vele. Nangmuva nje yakhuluma ngayo kuthi 2028 ngisethoka so ishintshe letona. But what did you get from him in terms of him maybe motivating young talented athletes? Nangmuva utsini kahle kahle.
Ukhuluma ngejeni yakhe ukuthi ama Olympics unaye as a young boy as a young village boy from khona eStegi kumaphungwane afunza khona embundle so a dreamer
kuba one person one day.
Yes kuba kuma Olympic one day Usain Bolt waba part of ma Olympics 2008 kwase kuthi about 2 years later waya kuma Commonwealth Games na Sibusiso then kula ase la 2012 yes wahamba yena Swazi Bolt wamita Usain Bolt banabo mlandvu then from there solo ukhona consistent kuba khona kuma Olympic Games so ngicabanga ukuthi leyo journey yakhe asayisharisha nalabantwana ngicabanga ukuthi nabo ba understand ukuthi it's possible.
Master khona umuntu ofuna ukumida wena kule level yakho singiyadibutela nje
level yami
kulomsebenzi lo wendako njengalokuthi Swazi Bolt naye wakhuthatha wamitha umuntu bekafisa
if Fabrice if awusiku inspired by bamvulo same field now then ngicabanga ukuthi arrogant noma
who inspires you most
quite many
awunike two
quite many Fabrice Townsend
Andy Townsend
yes
lababukela EPL batama
Andy Townsend is one of the best in the world
so ufuna ukushesha studio na
one day yeah it's possible
don't ask me who now. Over the weekend, once again, there was a basketball tour winter master tournament winter like Coronation Park. Basketball master nasibuga singasho ukuthi sport kulamalanga bebathulile in terms of competitions sike seva ukuthi balungisela in terms of ama 3 badlala ama 3 on 3 kwakavela nithinza ukuthi bazama ukukhulumisana ne sponsor. To you master bowukhona over the weekend Coronation Park, what forani wabonani in terms of lama teams standard sime kanjani nabakhuluma bathini?
Fabrice siyakhumbula ukuthi imidlalo league solo ayichubeki so the teams abese decide ukutendela pre-season tournament labafisa ukuthi every time in fact a winter tournament pre-season tournament nangayibeka kanjalo superstar team i-superstars manzini superstars so but decide ukuthi every year babe nayo le tournament, that's UNESWA team yase UNESWA le university the two teams because kwacala wona nawubuka the level labe badlala ngayo uyabona ukuthi oh okay ivele it's a pre-season tournament badlali basketball cishe the pace ayikho kangako but badlali be basketball is one thing I like about badlali be basketball kutethemba nekuthanza le sport basanzu uyabona ukuthi every time nabangena lapha court basketball court bayatimisela badlala ngetimisela so ngicabanga ukuthi bona bomandisa because mandisa Zwane
part of the executive committee
nguye lihlahlandlela lo labahambe phambili ukuthi ba organize this tournament sesingasho nje ukuthi big ups ku thumbs up ku ema teams lama teams ke Fabrice abengu 5 bebagadze 10 in fact bafaka i-invitation ucishe onke lama teams unfortunately because 5 teams asho ukuthi less competition 5 teams showed up lokwenda ukuthi le level bese ithi kancane yehla kancane
base singasho ukuthi it's one of the sporting codes lengeke sithi bona bakharing ama facilities ngoba la bakhona khona endasi nje embaba ne club kunalenye facility now uthi suya ngena abo emvasi kune facility bona kusinkinga ne facility
okay Fabrice belina Friday ebusuku
yes
this court, this basketball court is ilapha epark Coronation outdoor it's an outdoor court very difficult ukudlala nangabe linile ubobona lapha nje ukuthi akusime kahle more especially ngale industry labe kunemandi khona I wonder ukuthi okay let me not go there but this court it 7 years
facility emasipala must
it is 7 years but nasoyibuka le ndlela leseyilimale ngayo ngicaba ukuthi iyadzinga lokuphinze
bake bayilungisa masta cabanga singilenza
ngisho kona it 7 years ilungisiwe but iyabuyela iseyigugile
sale siyilandzela ke masta ngoba masipala ufuna pemvele vele ukuthi kwendekana ngalenza now akusikuthi siyabasukela sesiyaveta nje ukuthi liqiniso vele ukuthi sifune inako now master ukhuluma ngendaba ye standard in terms of lama players nasuthi uyababuka yini in terms of ukuthi because when teams are playing uyayibona i-connection build up ukuthi the pre-season basithile yini noma kusatsinga ukuthi bachubeke vele batane usalungisela le season
yonke pre-season Fabrice usuke uzama try different combinations different players new players more especially nje superstars the winner league uyabona ukuthi the players most of them are young the old guns bekahle lapha ngaphandle so uyabona ukuthi basazama kunika labase bancane I-chance ukuthi bat express badlale ngekukhululeka nakhona very good players I must say Fabrice I'm happy ngendlela these teams lakhona ku produce ngayo badlali labancane be basketball
beautiful stuff of course over the weekend you highlighted some of the organizers your Mandisa Zwane and other clubs. They also express what they feel was like a day for them and what is needed for the sport to move forward.
Okay, it's a tournament, Asidale Winter Basketball Tournament. It's a first initiative. Just a couple of friends who came together, but see, as a Sirani tournament for the first time. And it's one to see how far are the basketball players in terms of fitness for the future. You The reason why I see hostel tournaments is because for a long time, we've been a gap with basketball. Since COVID-19, we had a previous tournament, Labe hostel corner, just about a month or two ago. So it's been a long time now. So it's when I would see assess Zamegu Bulungis as Fage Banfu into action again.
Game time is quite average, but what's most important is the win, it's the W. That's the most imperative thing. Game time, everyone can have game time. It's basketball, the first game, continuous rotations, but what's more imperative in this case is winning the game. Game time doesn't really matter, but it does for experience, for training and everything else. But the most important thing is winning, getting a W.
We're extremely ready, so we're a high caliber team, Manzini Superstars, so we train every day. Even if there's no game, we train. Some of the guys that have jobs though, they can't train with us, but us, the juniors, me being 19, majority of the guys on my team being juniors, the seniors come and train with us when they can, like on Friday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon.
Stuff from Lishamanyats and other, spoke that other, special, comments made by some of the organizers like Madis Eswatini. Let's move a lot was put in that tournament, and a lot is expected as well. Now, moving forward, Techball as one of the sports that is on the rise in the kingdom. Over the weekend now, they were once again on their tour. Over the weekend, they were in Mangayan. I mean, the tour so far, is it a way to sensitize with the Eswatini? Actually, vele ayidlalele sport ukucamukela ama teams noma every time nakune tour ngathi ukucamukela team noma
Fabrice kune teams la savela khona under yena Techball association
sikuphela eMangayane
emusi community Mangayane Fabrice about 30 something Ks
how far
away from ukuthutanyana
Cabo Parties ngoba ngeke ngakuva ukuthi kuvele waseMangayane so ukuthi nawufika uthi ngisebona nendlondlo bangavele basho ukuthi usiyamatha
so Fabrice musi community the musi double classic bekungele ma host ubutile ukuthi be track achiever in Nakuza you take the sports kubandvu the teams because lama teams ale njoba sisho ukuthi imusi yasemusi so aba understand nabo ukuthi okay badlali befuna basuka bayodlala lekubombabana lekubomanzini basuka bayodlala 9 the first ever ngicabanga ukuthi kube ne history kule tournament lena Fabrice ngetindlela etiningi kakhulu the first ever tournament ledlalwa on clay leli ground yalibona ukuthi igravel the first ever number 2 the first ever tournament kudlalwa outside Mbabane Manzini so unga understand ukuthi besho ukuthini kubamvu baseMangayane the teams efika ukhuluma ngeMalkens ukhuluma Olymp Africa ukhuluma ngamaTechers ukhuluma nga Nsingweni ukhuluma ngabonsingweni ukhuluma ngeBlack Monopoly all the teams afika ayo compete khona emusi community
beautiful stuff. And the response must now buga and passion about the sport. Ulabadlalile on the day.
Fabrice nawubuka the level competition and even ubuta ukuthi kulabadlali ngicabanga ukuthi the players le sport awazidlali ngokuthi ukhona bamvula lobafucile ukuthi bazidlale le sport no bazidlala because bayithanza leni look at Senzo the ball juggler uyambona ukuthi leni uyidlala ngalokukhulu kukuthanza against i-host from Musi because la bekudlala yona bekhosta yona iMusi kuma quarter finals ke Fabrice afikile ema teams many teams ama-Techers Taribo siyathi ukuthi udlalela ama-Techers and is one of bamvula sebawinile kule tournament lena so ngicabanga ukuthi the quarter finals ufikile iMalkens Vondos Naomi very very brilliant display from yena Naomi if angakutshela umnyaka wakhe Naomi ungaba surprised over 50 but still playing she's still playing
like you were tempted to tell us you were tempted to tell us umnyaka yakhe okay but we've gone half from rugby and now being in Tekbo, the sport, being a sport person, this is one of her spirit. Now, Master, we've talked about the differences. When I would see this club tour, it be different. But Nangbuga, Master, when you talk about sports, nama sporting codes, ma association, say ma national championships. Recently, we've been hearing club tour. Iye ibanjani inzabe ema national championships.
Lakhumbula Fabrice last year yabakhona i-national challenger series yabakhona even this year tabakhona but kakhulu lebe kusa because last year the teams bekangaseyo manengi this time around the teams asakhona labadlali sebajwayele lokudlala and even this year focus kakhulu inzaba yema females because now ama females kumele ukuthi ayithole i chance kumele ukuthi athole isikhathi ayidlale nayo nabo bataba ne tournament labatayidlala bendele ukuthi bangasaleli ngemuva because as much as wadlala ama mixed doubles but you need that tournament yabosisi ukuthi badlale njoba ngisho ukuthi bakhona bamvula already badlala le sport njoba sibona Senzo versus Taribo already badlala le sport but you need new players, you need female players labatodlala le sport.
The eventual winner on the day was Senzo.
Yes, Senzo from Olymp Africa. Olymp Africa yena Senzo wabayiwina on the day.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Now, we haven't left the sport, but let's talk about now the tour. This is the Sticks tour. You should see naspekisa kahle isithupha.
Yes.
Sikhuluma ukuthi nihambe etinzaweni ezihlukahlukene. Nyalo way forward nitsini nifuna kuvakashela tonke letingulo noma
next nakho la kuyiwa khona lokulandzelako kuyiwa ensingweni Luve. Yes, Luve. In fact, I must say this, Fabrice. A player from Singweni wafika ku semi-final for the first time. First time history. First time ever afika kuma semi-finals insingwe nje ukuthi ifike kuma semi-finals kanzi so ngicabanga ukuthi bebalungiselela lokuthi batawuhosta yona i next club tour. Aristo Vovovo lokugcokela light blue ngale una is part of ama players nyalo because iligi phelile ufuna ukuthi keeper a fit so u decide ukuthi a join i Tekball atohlala a fit.
Beautiful stuff, beautiful things as we can see now. I was worried about
there he is Aristo.
I wanted to talk about the artificial carpet, Master. Why the carpet there, the green one?
Oh, okay, Fabrice. If now server ibola acting lotho uphathamiseke. So le artificial carpet ibeke now ingathi uyabukisisa nje kahle from the save line ubekwe le carpet kwenele ukuthi the playing surface ibe kahle because tawushelela vele but yes otherwise isita lama players ukuthi nelitsaka tonke letinvo leto dinenge letinvo letile tisebendako
khona letafula lasala yini lana eMarken
no banalo letafula Fabrice emusi yes banalo letafula lalabajimela kulo every team Fabrice around the country le registered under Tekball association inalo letafula ukhuluma ngemusi inalo letafula ukhuluma ngase ensingweni blues eluve banalo letafula ukhuluma black monopoly banalo letafula ukhuluma nge-firstborn tech leyabo mdura banalo letafula Malkens Vondos banalo letafula eclub Malkens likhona letafula everywhere akhona lamatafula so ukuthi nje abantu batijwayete ukuthi letafula kajinga and ke Fabrice ema teams la jima kuyabona same like so sonke sport I team le jima kuyayibona.
Beautiful stuff. Now, as you can see on the screen, this is one of the tour that was conducted by the Tekball Federation. And then I think one thing that excites me, Master, is that my winners are changed. Maybe the winners are always the same. Takers all the time will be the champions. But there's a change sometimes. Surprises on the day.
ngicabanga ukuthi kunika kona lokho ukuthi le competition ikhona because if round one uwinwe ngisenzo uset round 2 yes uset round 2
okay
yes
it's not confirmed ukuthi senzo wayithatha yonke round 2 is coming
round 2 is coming round 1 senzo umthetho sabona ensingweni ukuthi senzo utawuhamba kanjani in fact now uyalenzelisisa kahle Olymp Africa yena senzo nalabanye badlali bakhe cishe kule club tour le performance yakhe improve kakhulu uyambona ukuthi lo msebenzi uyadinikela lesicabanga ukuthi naka ngicubeka ngetela ama point nema rankings zakhe ayanyuka because at the moment lo ranka kakhulu emhlabeni ngithariba lanzelo ngijabuliso
emhlabeni
yes lo liswati le ranka kakhulu emhlabeni yes
I know to see the master. We're still very clear. Now, quick one, just on Techball, over this coming weekend, especially on Friday, they'll be in Stege where they'll be playing the municipality games. So I don't really have to say they have a name, but I want to say it's Techball in collaboration with the Stege municipality. So we can say it's a competition between the two organizations where they'll come together and something should cook up. Now, Master, we've got 3 or 2 minutes. I know you want to talk about the big weekend, motorsport. Satiguti, it's the biggest event, the first of its kind. It's happening from tomorrow Mhlaga 1. There is entertainment side of things. Sabeva last week, some of the guests from here in Basho, it's the tournament. Let us as a country, motorsport. Over to you, Master. What can we expect this coming weekend? I know you'll be there.
Yeah,
in the absence of football, in the absence of Premier League, you'll be there.
Yes, Fabrice, even if beikona ipola, bengaguya, even if beikona bengaguya. Yeah, I attend all my sports, Fabrice. Ngicabanga ukuthi kunengilis ngakatsa kuyicala kusasa event kusasa Nzambama iyaqhubeka Saturday. So ngicabanga ukuthi emaswati ayilambele motorsport bayilambele kakhulu because sekunesikhathi siyakhumbula ukuthi ke waba ne break lapho khona bangaboni their favorite drivers nangayibeka kanjalo bangena ekhathe emotweni baspin emavuso besihlale sikubona engonyeni riders range besolo sikubona so ngicabanga ukuthi ikule weekend lena sitikatsile fireworks.
Some of people use the sport as a chance, Master shall say, as in just to ease their mind. I mean, they've been working from Monday to Friday. Now it's time to. Would you say maybe it's figure the master would say professional sport in as much as very good one would say the master sports guanyalo saying that asufuga professional, but should there be competitions? Because I'm a sport.
So would say. Once akusho ngiswati kubakakala ngathi yini vekudlala but once
akusho singisi kuyasebenza
kuyasentshe but nasi sithi sawudlala bathi bayadlala lapha so but ngicabanga ukuthi Fabrice as much as usho ukuthi refresher ingqondo but it's a sport for it to be a sport udzinga competition. So it is a competition. It is a sport because it's competitive.
Now, time is against us, Master. Sengworried ukuthi ngakubota yini. Ngive batsawu kahle namuhla ngoba Gabriel Jesus is official and Arsenal player.
Fabrice, there's a lot lokwendeka international sports. Yes. Morgan, the captain of England, captain of cricket, retired international, one of the greatest captain.
Since 2014, our captain.
Yes, we are right. Since 2014, he was the captain. More especially, is the greatest ever captain with white ball, not the red ball. There's a lot that's happening. Lukaku back at Inter Milan, Gabriel Jesus, useLondon lo ngikhuluma mina nje. The first thing I breaker after it's confirmed. Ukuthi Gabriel Jesus is an Arsenal player. Yes, the deal, it's a done deal, but after it's confirmed, ndabe sesengiyibreaker le first.
They have it. Beautiful stuff. Thank you very much for being with us, Linda Dlamini, giving us most important information that we want to hear. Just a quick one, just to let you know that the Sitegi Municipality Games, it's not only techball, it's going to be other sporting code across netball, volleyball, talk about, your rugby, anything that has to do with different open sport. They will be taking place. All municipalities will be gathered in Stegi. But Stegi are the host. Stegi municipality are the host. But you will have other municipalities, including your Mbabane, your Zuluini, your Malkens, everywhere. You will have them in Stegi from tomorrow, including Techball as well. Otherwise, moving forward, there's a lot to expect from this weekend. From tomorrow, like I said, it's the big one, Eswatini Motorsport event. He's going to be there. But let's not forget that it's a big weekend again for the national team, as they head to Kosafa. That starts on Tuesday. Master. They have it. Until we meet again on Monday, he'll be back in the studio after the absence on Monday. That is our in-house, also other in-house presenter, Patrice Msipi, is going to be here. Just catch him live to give you anything that have to do with football. The focus is going to be the 2022 Kosafa Cup. Until we meet again, Sihlala Kamnanzi.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds, full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, to feel the rush of life overwhelm you, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. You ask, and we give you the royal experience. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. There are but a few places on earth so special, so unique, and so spectacular, where it becomes the rite of passage for the ambitious travelers, the courageous souls, to all have the one and only royal experience. That day when you look deep into your heart and leap into an ancient world so very different from your own, where magic, beauty, and love are shared forever. Then you will have a royal experience. There is just one place on earth where the people make you feel a part of their kingdom, where you just might volunteer to awaken spirits, enrich minds, and work alongside communities to build, motivate, and inspire. This is truly the royal experience. When you dream of a different world, beyond the ordinary, beyond time, discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience.
The World Health Organization records that about 48 million couples and 186 million individuals experience infertility concerns globally. Infertility issues among women due to abnormalities of the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, among others, drive the demand for advanced reproductive treatments. Egg retrieval, or egg harvesting as many would call it, is a surgical procedure done to remove the eggs from a woman's ovaries to freeze them for future use or for the intravitreal fertilization process. The procedure is becoming quite popular in Nigeria, South Africa and Egypt. With its rise in popularity, some egg donors are increasingly seeing it as a quick way to make money. This against the backdrop that most African countries do not have legal frameworks to regulate the sector. So on this episode of The She Word, we find out what should be done to protect egg donors from possible exploitation. Welcome to The She Word, for real talk on stories connecting today's African women. I am Grace Kuria Kanja. The egg donation market was valued at over $1 billion in the year 2020. The Global Market Insights estimates the sector is expected to grow by 19% by the year 2027. While many in the developed world have embraced egg donation, fertility treatments are still frowned upon by many Africans. Eve Masawi spoke to 35-year-old Pumlana Batra from Uganda, a regular egg donor. She shares her experience.